Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rashawn427. Actually, today what I'm doing is a Royal Rumble 2023 review, which actually took place today, January 28th, 2023, from San Antonio, Texas, in the Alamo Dome, in front of 51,338 people. Now, I believe this is like the fourth one to actually take place in San Antonio. I believe the third to take place in the Alamo Dome. So we'll just jump right into the show. And they actually kicked it off with a 30-man Royal Rumble match for a World Championship match at WrestleMania 39. Now, I was really surprised they actually did this first, and that's how I automatically knew that they were going to actually do the Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens match at the end. But it was actually really surprised they actually did this first. And I won't be going over the whole entire, match, but I'll just break off the key parts to it. And actually, the person who drew number one was actually Gunther. Number two was actually Sheamus. They actually kicked it off because they had a great match at Clash at the Castle last year. I didn't love it as much. It was a great match, but I didn't love it as much as most people did. But I still thought it was a great match. So they kicked it off with those two, and Gunther was actually, what do you call it? Not the Iron Man, he's the longest person to ever last inside of the Royal Rumble this year, and I believe all time. He actually beat Rey Mysterio's record, which I was really surprised by. He actually beat Rey Mysterio's record. So you started with Gunther and Sheamus. And I was going over the really hot spots inside this. I believe this is Johnny Gargano, who was at number 5. This was his first match back. I'm pretty sure his first match back, he didn't really get a huge reaction. I don't know why. I thought he would get a bigger reaction. But he actually didn't. Brock Lesnar actually had number 12. That was a big surprise. Number 13, Bobby Lashley, which I knew they were absolutely going to be doing that. And that's definitely set up their match at WrestleMania, the Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley match. Since Bobby Lashley actually eliminated Brock Lesnar. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar got out early. I really don't know why they actually did stuff like that, but I thought they should have kept them in longer than that, but they actually didn't. So that just is what it is at that point. You had Seth Rollins actually coming out at number 15. Rey Mysterio came out at 17, who's they just put as unable to compete. So he just did not compete inside the match. So that's really interesting. Dominic Mysterio, who had a really great showing inside this match. So I guess he's attacked his dad. They really didn't explain that at all. They really didn't. I really wish they would explain that whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio thing, but they didn't. Number 20 was actually Finn Balor, who actually had a great show in this match as well. So the surprises. This is actually the first surprise down. They actually said the reason they didn't keep Cody Rhodes as a surprise, which actually I'll get into that later, why it doesn't make sense why they didn't keep him as a surprise. That doesn't make sense to me at all. It's actually because there wasn't really a lot of surprises on the show. Now you have Booker T. And number 21, he lasted only 42 seconds. But was that really a huge surprise? I mean, it was a nice surprise, but really was a huge surprise? I mean, you had Edge at number 24. Damian Priest came out number 22. Which Edge was a surprise, but I automatically knew that he was actually coming out. So that didn't really matter. Austin Theory, number 25. And then the two big ones was Logan Paul, actually number 29. Which I already knew Logan Paul because they keep talking about Logan Paul is actually coming back. And number 30. Now, the thing I don't understand about this Cody Rhodes thing is if you're going to have him come out and be number 30, why not have it be a surprise? And if you're not going to have that many surprises on the show, like you said that you would, why not keep him as a surprise? I did not get that, I guess, because they just thought that everybody knew that was going to happen, or they wanted to build hype for the show, but the show already had a ton of hype for it. So I just didn't get that. I just didn't get that at all. Now, I thought it was going to come down to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Like, we all thought that was going to come down to it. But it actually came down to Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't understand the appeal of Gunther. I think he's really bland and generic, but a lot of people like him, and that's fine. I'm not a big fan of him, but I did think he had a great showing inside this match. So that was a great ending, the way they ended it off. Them going back and forth for like 10 minutes and stuff like that. But Cody Rhodes definitely picking up the victory. He's going to the main event of WrestleMania. He's fighting Roman Reigns. Will he actually beat Roman Reigns? That'll be up in the air. I actually get into what I think will happen with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. I'll talk about that later on. But I thought it was a great ending to it. Was this a great Royal Rumble match? No. Was it good? Yes. I think that it was just good. I think that it was really good. But I do not think it was great. I do not think it reached that tier of being great. Because I really feel like that they said there was going to be a lot more surprises. and make, you know, the rumors and stuff. That's why I just need to stop listening to rumors altogether, because that's what really hypes you up and really leads you to disappointment. And then I believe this is one of the longest Royal Rumble matches of all time at an hour and 11 minutes. I believe this is one of the longest ones. So that's really, really cool. But Cody Rhodes picking up the victory. Him going to WrestleMania, which I love Cody Rhodes. I'm happy to see him back, him going to WrestleMania. He was my actual pick if, The Rock has not come back. And let me just get this out of the way. The Roman Reigns and Rock match, I'm so done with that match. If they didn't do it this year, I do not care about it anymore. They're not ever going to do it. I mean, who cares at this point? At this point, nobody cares. Nobody should care, and nobody cares at this point. Leave that match alone. I don't want to hear any more about it. It's done. It's absolutely done. I do not want to see that WrestleMania 40, WrestleMania 41. I do not care about it at all. If you didn't do that this show, don't even worry about it at all. I do not want to hear it. As soon as I hear about it, I won't make any more videos about The Rock coming back, Rock facing Roman Reigns, anything like that. I'm completely done with that. But actually, moving on to the second match. This match was really, I don't even know what this even was. The Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. 5 minutes. I was completely disinterested in this match. Like, the whole neon and they had stuff splashing everywhere. I just really was not into this match at all. I'm just going to be completely honest. Bray Wyatt beat him by pinfall. You had the uncle, what's his name? Howdy come out. I'm just completely not interested. I mean, the build wasn't bad at all. I thought the build was nice, flipping on Raw 30, and I thought the build, but just the execution of this match just was not it. Like, and to be honest, you could have taken this off, and it probably would have made the show better if you take this off. It probably would have. I would much rather see Charlotte versus Sonya Deville than this, whatever. I don't even know. They may do another match like this at Mania between the two. Similarly, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, but I just didn't care for it. He had all these new masks, and I don't know. I just didn't care for it at all. That's just me personally. I don't know, because I'm not a huge Bray Wyatt fan. I like LA Knight. He seems really cool. I think he has a bright future, but this match just did not do anything for me. It was way too short. And the same thing for this next match. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. It's like as soon as I got into the match, it was over. I felt like this match should have been 15. I thought it was going to be 15, 18 minutes, something like that. But it's like as soon as you look up, it's over already. Which, I mean, I knew Bianca Belair was going to win. Some people actually had Alexa Bliss is going over. I knew Bianca Belair was going to win from the start. That just was my pick inside this match. And to be honest, I got all of my picks right. This is probably going to be one of the only shows I get my picks right. I doubt I get another show where all my picks become right. But yeah, this Bianca Belair Alexa Bliss match is really not much for me to say. This felt like a Raw middle of the show match. That's what it felt like. That's what it really felt. It didn't even feel like a Raw main event. Like, so that was kind of disappointing. I just feel like the time, it wasn't them. It was just the time. It was like, as soon as I looked up, it was just over. And I mean, that's fine. I do think I do think Rhea Ripley's gonna fight Bianca Belair. I mean, she could fight Charlotte. But I think we got that in 2020. I'm pretty sure. I gotta go back and look. But I think we could be seeing that, because I don't see us Bianca Belair can really fight. I mean, I don't know who Charlotte's gonna fight. Maybe. I really don't know what they're actually doing, but we'll actually see. But Bianca Belair actually retains. Let's get into the Dirty Woman Royal Rumble match for a Women's Championship at WrestleMania. This match, I will say certain aspect, the ending was better than the men's one. I will say that I kind of enjoyed this one better than the men's. Even though I did want Cody win, and I'm not a huge Rhea Ripley fan, I actually like her. I do like that she actually started at number one. Actually, we actually got number one, number two actually ended the match, which that's what a lot of people thought was going to happen with the men's. But this actually went an hour and 1 second. I mean, a whole hour and 1 minute and 3 seconds. But yeah, I thought Rhea Ripley picking up the victory was the right decision. And as far as some of the huge names out of this match, we actually got Chelsea Green, who is Zack Ryder's wife. Michelle McCool, that was really cool. And we got Nia Jax coming back, which I thought that was pretty cool. She's definitely a lot bigger than she actually was when she was wrestling the first time around. I will actually say that she's definitely a lot bigger. She's a lot smaller when she used to wrestle. So I mean, yeah, I thought that this was really cool the way it was booked. I did not expect Becky Lynch and Bailey and all the Damage Control. I didn't expect them to go out as soon as they actually did. I thought they were going to make it to the end, but I thought the decision to actually have Liv Morgan make it to the final two with Asuka, I thought that was a great decision. I thought that really put them over and put them on a higher level. But Rhea Ripley, she was literally the only person who could win. I really thought that Charlotte was going to win this match, actually. That's just what I personally thought, but she actually didn't. But yeah, that's just what I actually think about this. And yeah, I know Rhea Ripley was definitely the right person to go with. And it's weird because this show, it seems so, predictable is not a bad thing, but it just seemed like anybody could just predict all these matches. Like, it's really not that hard at all. And even before in the pre-show, they asked the kids outside, they said, who you think is going to win the men's? Cody Rhodes. Who you think is going to win the women's? Rhea Ripley. Like, it was that obvious? I don't remember it being this obvious in the past. I mean, there's always front runners, one guy who's probably going to win, two, but it's just like, for this to be this obvious, I just feel like it's never been this obvious before. But, I mean, that's fine. I guess it's just fine. And stuff don't always have to be unpredictable and stuff, but just something different. Main event. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship, 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. It was a pretty good match, pretty decent match. I mean, it's not anything special. There was a great spot of him smashing his head on the steel steps, but I mean, it really wasn't anything special. You had a rough bump. Sami Zayn is contemplating whether he wants to give him the chair or not. He actually gives him the chair. But the one thing I will say is that it just seems like out of nowhere, and maybe I'm not looking into the storyline enough, but it just seems like the way Roman's turning on him, which I know they never really trust him, it just seems kind of weird the way he's just turning on him. Because it's like, what did Sammy actually do? That's what I just don't get or understand. But of course, Roman Reigns picked up the victory. He actually won this actual match. Roman Reigns picked up the victory and everything like that. But yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Let's talk about this ending, what happened. So you get Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens in the ring, all the bloodlines in the ring. They're beating him on Kevin Owens, beating him really, really bad. Beating him. Then he says, Sammy, you have to hit him. You have to beat him. Now, I've seen this coming. As soon as Roman keep turning his back, I've seen this coming. Sami Zayn hits him in the back of the chair. And what I thought was going to hit him in the back of the chair and run out the ring. He actually just stood there, which is kind of stupid. If you hit somebody and these people are cool with them, why would you just stand there? But I guess they want to do the beatdown, so that makes sense. They start beating up on Sami Zayn as well, so they actually completely decimated Kevin Owens, beat up on Sami Zayn. Jey Uso actually doesn't even touch him. He walks outside the ring. He's gone. He walks away. They beat him down, keep beating him down, keep beating him down. And this definitely sets up their match, which this was rumored before War Games, I believe. This was rumored for months and months and months, that because they were doing a show in Montreal, Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns for the championship at Elimination Chamber. This was rumored for a long time, but I kind of thought it wasn't going to happen because I thought maybe Roman Reigns was going to be at Elimination Chamber since he's not doing pay-per-views, but this definitely confirms that they're doing it at that show. They have to do it basically right away. I mean, he's out the bloodline completely. He's completely out. Roman Reigns is winning that match as well. I mean, that's to be honest, the last 10 Roman Reigns championship matches have been predictable. But yeah, of course, Roman Reigns is going to pick up the victory over Sami Zayn. But that's the direction they're going in. And the ultimate match, the ultimate two matches is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. And it's Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Which I thought that Cody Rhodes was going to come out tonight, but maybe he converts Roman Reigns tomorrow night. So, I mean, but there's a chance that Roman Reigns don't make it to Mania. So maybe they'll just hold off on doing that face-to-face between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. They never had a face-to-face when Cody was there. But I thought overall, it was a thumbs-up Royal Rumble. There was some low spots. The Bray Wyatt match was a low spot. I mean, Bianca Belair match wasn't bad. I just thought it needed more time. I don't know why they cut it on time. Maybe because the Roman Reigns match and the ending. The Roman Reigns match was pretty good. It was decent. Both of the Royal Rumble matches, I would say, were good. Was I slightly disappointed with the men's? Yes. But that was because of outside expectations. And I feel like I just got to stop letting outside expectations affect the overall portion of the show. Because if I didn't hear none of that stuff that was going to be happening, then I wouldn't be disappointed at all. I would just be happy with what they actually gave us. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think about this Royal Rumble 2023? Overall, though, it was a thumbs up show. Overall, even though there was some low spots, there was definitely a thumbs up show. They went with the, even though they're predictable, they went with the right winners for everything. Because I thought Charlotte was going to win the Women's Royal Rumble, to be honest. Because I thought there was a chance where they didn't do the Rhea Ripley. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.